The world of tuna fishing is nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine colossal vessels, true super tuna hunting boats capable of harvesting millions of fish in a single trip. This is not a small-scale operation, it is an immense industry that shapes the economy, food supply and culture of entire nations. In Europe alone, tuna represents one of the pillars of the modern seafood market, feeding millions of families every day and exporting to every corner of the globe. From the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea, fleets equipped with cutting-edge radar, sonar and aircraft patrol the vast waters in search of giant schools of tuna. Each voyage is a high-stakes mission, combining advanced technology with the age-old determination of fishermen who chase the sea's most valuable resource. The sheer scale is breathtaking. Hundreds of tons of skipjack, yellowfin or bluefin tuna caught, preserved and prepared for a global audience. This is not simply fishing, it is a battle of precision, endurance and innovation. Each super tuna hunting boat represents the pinnacle of industrial fishing power, a floating factory that transforms the endless ocean into a steady flow of food, wealth and cultural tradition. Millions of fish per trip, millions of stories from the sea. The process of catching tuna at sea is one of the most advanced and organised operations in the entire fishing world. Unlike small coastal fisheries, tuna fleets are massive, with vessels that resemble floating cities. Each ship is built for endurance, staying at sea for weeks or even months without returning to port. On board, hundreds of crew members work in shifts, supported by state-of-the-art navigation and detection systems. Radar units sweep the horizon, sonar devices penetrate deep into the waters, and surveillance aircraft scout ahead to locate seasonal migratory schools of tuna. These fleets operate with military-like precision because every hour counts when chasing one of the ocean's fastest and most valuable fish. The primary technique used in large-scale tuna fishing is the purse-seine method. Once a school of tuna is spotted, the captain gives the command to release a massive cylindrical net that can extend hundreds of meters. The net is strategically deployed in a wide circle around the school, enclosing the entire group of fish in one coordinated movement. As the bottom of the net is gradually pulled closed, it forms a sealed bag that prevents escape. In this way, thousands of tuna can be captured at once, an incredible demonstration of efficiency and control over the vast and unpredictable ocean. To increase success, many vessels use FADs, fish aggregating devices. These floating structures attract tuna by creating a natural gathering point in open water. Tuna instinctively cluster around these objects, making them easier to surround with nets. The combination of advanced tracking technology and natural behavioural knowledge makes purse seining one of the most effective fishing techniques ever developed. Once the catch is secured, another challenge begins: preservation at sea. Tuna must remain fresh to ensure the highest market value, especially for canning factories and premium markets in Japan, Europe and North America. Large vessels are equipped with seawater refrigeration systems and deep freezers capable of lowering temperatures to 8 degrees Celsius or even colder. Some specialised long-distance tuna boats can freeze their cargo at 60 degrees Celsius, a temperature required for high-grade sashimi-quality tuna. Fish are quickly transferred from nets into the ship's hold, sorted and stored in icy seawater or blast freezers within hours of being caught. This strict preservation process ensures that by the time the tuna reaches port, its freshness rivals that of fish caught just a few miles from shore. It is a seamless integration of fishing and processing, where the vessel itself becomes a moving factory. For the crew, this routine is grueling but vital. Round-the-clock shifts, dangerous manoeuvres in heavy seas, and constant vigilance to avoid losing a school of tuna. In essence, the tuna fishing process combines manpower, machinery, and mastery of the sea. The result is a supply chain that begins far offshore, in waters stretching from West Africa to the Pacific, and delivers millions of perfectly preserved fish to processing plants and global markets. Each seine deployment is a spectacle of coordination and power, a testament to the fusion of tradition and technology that defines modern tuna fishing. The fishing process for tuna is a remarkable combination of human skill, advanced technology, and massive industrial effort. Unlike small coastal fisheries, tuna operations involve entire fleets of vessels working together with the precision of a military campaign. These are not ordinary boats. They are colossal factory ships, sometimes more than 100 meters in length, designed to spend weeks or even months on the open ocean. Each vessel carries sophisticated navigation systems, powerful engines, and enough supplies to sustain large crews over long expeditions. Modern tuna fishing begins long before a net touches the water. Fleets are guided by radar, sonar, and satellite systems that scan the ocean for signs of life. Aircraft and even drones are dispatched to patrol the skies, searching for ripples, shadows, or the telltale flashes of silver beneath the surface that indicate a migrating school of tuna. Captains and crews monitor sonar screens around the clock, interpreting signals that reveal the density and size of the school. Once the fish are located, every second becomes critical, as tuna are swift, elusive, and capable of disappearing in moments.
Hold your breath, the world awaits on the edge of fear and faith. We'll stand against the storm, raise our voices high from the ashes born. We will learn to fly when the darkness falls and the night is cold. We are breaking walls with a fire in our soul. Broken roads and shattered dreams mark the path we're forced to tread.
The primary technique is the seine method, one of the most efficient fishing systems ever developed. A massive net, stretching hundreds of meters in circumference and dozens of meters deep, is released in a wide arc around the school. The maneuver requires careful coordination between ship pilots, deck hands, and winch operators to encircle the fish without alarming them. Once the circle is complete, the bottom of the net is drawn tight like a drawstring purse, trapping thousands of fish in a single motion. This ingenious design prevents escape and allows an entire school to be captured intact. To further increase efficiency, fleets rely on fish aggregating devices, FADs, floating structures that attract tuna by mimicking natural shelters such as drifting logs or seaweed. Tuna instinctively gather around these devices, creating dense schools that are easy targets for seine nets. By combining FADs with advanced detection technology, modern fleets can ensure a steady supply of fish throughout the year. Catching the tuna is only half the challenge, the other half is preserving freshness. The moment the fish are hauled on deck, crews rush to process and store them. Some vessels use refrigerated seawater tanks, chilling the catch immediately to prevent spoilage. Others rely on deep freezing technology with holds that reach 8 degrees Celsius or colder. Specialized long-range tuna ships supplying premium markets can freeze fish at 60 degrees Celsius, preserving the delicate texture required for high-grade sashimi. The fish are pumped or scooped into the holds, carefully sorted and stored under strict temperature control to guarantee top quality.
Rise up again, no shadows fall. We're unbroken, standing tall. We'll stand underneath the skull. Raise our voices high. From the ashes, blood soul.
This system transforms each vessel into a floating factory, part hunting machine, part cold storage facility. It ensures that tuna caught thousands of miles offshore arrive at port in pristine condition, ready for processing and export. For the fishermen, this is grueling work, long hours, dangerous seas, and constant coordination to keep the operation running smoothly. Yet it is also a demonstration of human ingenuity blending manpower, machinery, and mastery of the ocean. The seine fishing process is not only about catching fish, it is about capturing the vast, untamed energy of the sea and turning it into food, trade, and livelihood. Once the tuna arrives at port, the story of transformation begins. The fish, preserved in deep, cold storage on massive vessels, are immediately transported to specialized processing plants located near major seaports or in industrial seafood zones. These factories are equipped with modern production lines designed to handle hundreds of tons of tuna each day, while still meeting the highest standards of hygiene and food safety. The first step is classification. Tuna are carefully sorted by size, weight, and species. Skipjack, yellowfin, big eye, and sometimes bluefin are separated to ensure that each type is processed according to its market value and intended use. After classification, the fish are either defrosted in controlled conditions or processed directly if they arrive fresh. This stage requires precision because improper handling can compromise both flavor and texture. Next comes cleaning and preparation. Skilled workers or automated machines remove the head, fins, skin, bones, and internal organs. What remains is the pure, firm meat of the tuna. This meat is then cut into pieces of specific sizes, depending on the product. Large fillets for premium cans, smaller chunks for salads or mixed dishes. At this stage, strict inspection ensures that only clean, high-quality meat proceeds to the next phase. The tuna meat is then cooked. Depending on the product, it may be boiled in salted water, steamed gently, or pre-grilled to enhance flavor. Cooking not only develops the taste, but also sterilizes the fish, preparing it for long-term preservation. Once cooked, the fish is cooled rapidly to prevent bacterial growth. After cooling, the meat is classified again, with workers or machines separating the most visually appealing cuts for top-grade products. The next stage is canning. Tuna is packed into cans of various sizes, ranging from small single-serving tins to large catering packs. To enhance taste and variety, manufacturers add different fillings: vegetable oil for richness, brine for a clean, salty flavor, or special sauces such as tomato, chili, or Mediterranean herbs for regional markets. Each can is carefully weighed to ensure uniformity and consistency. Once sealed, the cans undergo high-temperature sterilization in industrial retort machines. This process kills any remaining microorganisms and guarantees a shelf life of several years without the need for chemical preservatives. It is here that European standards are most evident. Every batch is monitored, tested and documented to comply with the strict food safety regulations of the European Union. Physical, chemical and microbiological tests are conducted before a product can leave the factory. Finally, the cans are labelled, packaged and prepared for distribution. Labels often carry not just brand names, but also QR codes that allow consumers to trace the fish back to the vessel, the date of capture, and the method of preservation. This transparency builds trust and reflects the industry's commitment to accountability. The result is a product that combines convenience, flavour, and safety. European canned tuna is celebrated worldwide for its consistent quality and its compliance with some of the strictest regulations in the food industry. From fishing nets in the open ocean to neatly stacked cans on supermarket shelves, the journey of tuna demonstrates how modern processing and canning can deliver both taste and trust to consumers everywhere. Sustainability has become the defining challenge of the global tuna industry, and Europe stands at the forefront of addressing it with strict regulations, certifications, and transparency systems. The goal is no longer just to catch fish efficiently, but to do so in a way that guarantees the long-term health of marine ecosystems and ensures that future generations will also benefit from the ocean's resources. One of the most important safeguards in this effort is the Marine Stewardship Council (MSC) certification. Companies and fleets that obtain this certification must demonstrate that their fishing practices are sustainable, that they protect juvenile tuna, and that they avoid harming other marine species such as dolphins, sea turtles, and sharks. Compliance is audited regularly, and maintaining MSC status has become not only a requirement for market access, but also a matter of brand reputation. Consumers increasingly prefer products with the MSC Blue label, as it represents trust and responsibility. In addition to certification, the European Union enforces strict fishing quotas and seasonal restrictions. These quotas are designed based on scientific data about tuna populations, migration patterns, and breeding cycles. By limiting the number of fish that can be caught each season, and by prohibiting the capture of juvenile tuna, the EU ensures that stocks are able to reproduce and recover naturally. This balance between exploitation and conservation is crucial for preventing overfishing, a problem that has devastated other marine species worldwide. Technology also plays a key role in sustainability. Modern fleets are now equipped with digital traceability systems which track every batch of tuna from the moment it is caught to the moment it is canned. Each step is recorded digitally: the location of the vessel, the date and method of capture, the preservation process at sea, and the results of microbiological testing at the factory. This information is then stored in secure databases. ensuring full traceability and accountability. For consumers, this traceability is made simple through QR codes printed on packaging. By scanning the code, anyone can instantly access the story of their tuna, where it was caught, by which vessel, under what conditions, and even details about sustainability practices. This system not only builds consumer confidence, but also forces manufacturers and fleets to operate with transparency, knowing that their methods are visible to the public. Environmental protection extends beyond tuna itself. Regulations prohibit the use of destructive fishing gear, and fleets must take precautions to avoid bycatch of vulnerable species. Monitoring programs and onboard observers ensure compliance, while satellite tracking systems prevent illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing. By coordinating among member states, the EU has built one of the most advanced oversight systems in global fisheries management. Ultimately, sustainability is not just about laws and certifications. It is also about image and responsibility. The European canned tuna industry is positioning itself as a leader in ethical fishing, one that combines economic strength with ecological care. This dual focus ensures that tuna remains a valuable resource while also protecting the ocean as a living ecosystem. The message is clear. Every can of tuna is not just food, but a statement of transparency, responsibility, and respect for the sea. The tuna industry is not only a story of the sea, but also a powerful driver of economic and social development. In Europe, especially in Spain, tuna fishing and processing represent one of the largest segments of the seafood economy. Spain is often referred to as the continent's tuna capital, hosting dozens of modern processing plants in coastal cities such as Vigo and Cartagena. These facilities handle hundreds of thousands of tons of tuna annually and generate billions of euros in export revenue, making canned tuna one of the region's most valuable food commodities. Beyond exports, the industry creates thousands of jobs for local communities. From fishermen braving the Atlantic and Mediterranean waters, to factory workers handling preparation and canning, to logistics teams managing global distribution, tuna supports livelihoods across the value chain. For many coastal towns, the industry is the backbone of economic stability, ensuring steady employment and income for families over multiple generations. What makes Europe's tuna sector distinctive is the blend of tradition and technology. While factories employ automation, conveyor belts, sterilization systems, and robotic packers, many steps still rely on human craftsmanship. Skilled workers check the quality of each cut of tuna, ensuring that the product looks and tastes perfect. In some plants, traditional hand packing techniques are preserved, giving the final product a unique touch that mass production elsewhere cannot replicate. This fusion of innovation and heritage enhances the global reputation of European tuna products. It demonstrates that economic progress can go hand in hand with cultural identity, and that modern industry does not have to erase traditional skills. Instead, both elements coexist, sustaining not only economies but also communities and their way of life. Tuna is more than just an economic commodity. It is deeply woven into culinary culture around the world. From Europe to Asia and from North America to the Middle East, canned tuna has become a universal ingredient, adapting to countless local traditions and eating habits. Its global popularity comes not only from its convenience and long shelf life, but also from its high nutritional value, making it a favourite in both home kitchens and professional restaurants. In Europe, tuna has become a staple of Mediterranean cuisine. Dishes such as the famous niçoise salad in France highlight its role as a healthy protein source paired with vegetables, eggs and olives. In Italy, tuna blends seamlessly into pasta recipes or is combined with beans and herbs to create classic regional flavours. Across Northern Europe, canned tuna is often used in hearty sandwiches and spreads, offering quick and affordable meals for busy families. In North America, tuna sandwiches and tuna melts are iconic comfort foods, appearing in school cafeterias, diners and households across the continent. Meanwhile, in Japan, tuna takes on a more refined role. Fresh or frozen bluefin tuna is prized for sushi and sashimi, while canned tuna is used in rice bowls, mixed salads, and fusion dishes that blend modern convenience with traditional Japanese flavours. The Middle East has also embraced canned tuna, often incorporating it into rice dishes, flatbreads, or spiced salads that align with regional tastes. Everywhere, tuna reflects the trend toward health-conscious eating, as consumers replace red meat with lighter, protein-rich seafood. Ultimately, tuna's cultural and culinary value lies in its adaptability. Whether served in a gourmet restaurant or a simple homemade lunch, it symbolizes a bridge between nutrition, tradition, and global taste. The story of tuna is far greater than a simple tale of fishing and food. It is a reflection of how human societies interact with the sea, balancing the pursuit of economic prosperity with cultural traditions, technological innovation, and environmental stewardship. Tuna, in many ways, is not just a product. It is a symbol of heritage, survival, and continuity. For centuries, coastal communities have built their livelihoods around the ocean. In Europe, tuna fleets represent an industrial powerhouse, but they are also family legacies, with generations of fishermen passing down their knowledge and resilience. In Japan, the tuna trade carries almost spiritual weight. The image of bright lights from fishing boats, sparkling like stars across the dark sea, captures the enduring bond between fishermen and the waters that sustain them. Each journey is not only about the catch, but also about preserving a way of life that has been honoured for generations. Perhaps nowhere is this cultural significance more visible than in the auctions of bluefin tuna. At markets like Toyosu in Tokyo, giant tuna weighing more than 200 kilograms are sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. These auctions are not merely commercial transactions. They are celebrated events that demonstrate the extraordinary value placed on the fish and the craftsmanship behind catching and preserving it. For Japanese fishermen, each successful haul is both a victory of labour and a tribute to the sea. Yet, tradition today exists side by side with modernity. The tuna industry is now deeply intertwined with global economics, cutting-edge refrigeration systems and strict sustainability measures. Advanced technologies, satellite tracking, sonar mapping, digital QR traceability, combine with centuries-old rituals like blessing the sea before each voyage. This unique fusion shows that progress does not erase heritage, but can instead enhance it, creating an industry that respects both people and planet. The final message of tuna's journey is about integration. It demonstrates how multiple forces, economic growth, technological advancement, environmental protection, and cultural preservation can come together to form a sustainable global value chain. Tuna provides nourishment for millions, employment for thousands, and pride for countless fishing families. It also reminds consumers of the hidden human stories behind each can or slice, the long nights at sea, the calloused hands of fishermen, and the enduring respect for the ocean. In the age of climate change and resource scarcity, tuna challenges us to rethink how humanity uses natural wealth. Will we exploit recklessly until the seas are empty, or will we follow the example of responsible fleets and communities that value sustainability as much as profit? The industry's future depends on these choices. Ultimately, tuna is more than fish. It is culture, tradition, and identity. It is a bridge connecting local communities to the global market. It is the taste of home in a salad, the pride of a fisherman's catch, and the brilliance of a bluefin sold at dawn. Above all, it is proof that when economy, technology, environment, and culture are woven together, humanity can create a truly sustainable story from the depths of the ocean.
In the silent hour, shadows rise, a weary heart beats through the night. Echoes linger of forgotten cry, searching for hope in fading light. Hold your breath, the world awaits on the edge of fear and fate. We'll stand against the storm, raise our voices high from the ashes born. We will learn to fly when the darkness falls and the night is cold. We are breaking walls with a fire in our soul. Broken roads and shattered dreams mark the path we're forced to tread. Yet within us a spark redeems, a light that guides us up ahead. Dark surrounds, I hear a call, a distance echo through it all. Rise up again and the shadows fall. We're unbroken, standing tall. We'll stand underneath the skull. Raise our voices high from the ashes blood. Shadows rise, a weary heart beats through the night. Echoes linger a forgotten cry, searching for hope in fading light. Hold your breath, the world awaits on the edge of fear and fate. We'll stand against the storm, raise our voices high from the ashes born. We will learn to fly when the darkness falls and the night is cold. We are breaking walls with a fire in our soul. Broken roads and shattered dreams mark the path we're forced to tread. Yet within us a spark redeems, the world awaits on the edge of fear and fate. We'll stand against the storm, raise our voices high. From the ashes born, we will learn to fly. When the darkness falls and the night is cold, we are breaking walls with a fire in our soul. Broken boats and shattered dreams mark the path we're forced to tread. Yet within us a spark redeems, a light that guides us up ahead. Doubt surrounds, I hear a call, a distant echo through it all. Rise up again, though shadows fall. We're unbroken, standing tall. We'll stand underneath the skull, raise our voices high. From the ashes blood soul. In the silent hour, shadows rise, a weary heart beats through the night. Echoes linger a forgotten cry, searching for hope in fading light. Hold your breath, the world awaits on the edge of fear and fate. We'll stand against the storm, raise our voices high. From the ashes born, we will learn to fly. When the darkness falls and the night is cold, we are breaking walls with a fire in our soul. Broken boats and shattered dreams mark the path we're forced to tread. Yet within us a spark